Hey, it's Jay from Jay's Canadian Garage coming to you today. I'm going to show you another recipe. First, I got to show OTR and the OTR family. Oh, look what I got! Oh, look what I got! Running with OTR. Awesome. So today I'm doing a dish. It's a shrimp not linguine. It's made with spaghettini. This dish was inspired from a dish I did down in Mexico. I think I make it better than they did, but I'll show you the process. It's absolutely delicious. So if you love shrimp, you'll love this. Honest to God. So what I've done already, here I'm going to flip the camera. Also got a new gimbal, so show you what I'm doing. Right now, we are sauteing onions. Okay, just chop them up, throw them in a pan, cast iron pan, oil, salt, pepper. Next dish, these are all the tails off all the shrimp. I'm making a shrimp sauce. So what you do is you put the tails in boiling water and just extract all the beautiful flavor out of everything. It's absolutely awesome. Like I said, in Mexico I had this dish years ago. I went down there and I was on the beach and it was in a little homemade place, like run little shanty restaurant. And the family there did it and I just absolutely loved it. And then I brought it home. I've done it. I think I perfected it a little better than what they did. But it's all fresh shrimp. Shrimp tails are in there. They're going. Takes a little while. It's got to boil up. You got to extract all the flavor. So you're going to be about 30 to 40 minutes on that. But as it's going along, I'm going to show you step by step how everything's going. Nobody wants to sit around and watch everything boiling and cooking right now. So I'm going to come back to you in just a few when everything's ready to start going. Okay? All right, so I sauteed the onions. I just wrapped them in paper towel, put them to the side. Now I'm just waiting on the broth to develop. Like I said, it takes a little while, but when it's done, it's absolutely wonderful. I also have 5 cloves of garlic that we're going to press, and we're going to saute those with the shrimp. When that time comes, I will show it to you. But you know, we have a little lead time here, so give you a little insight into me. 50 years old. What else can I say? I've had multiple jobs in my life. I started off at 8 years old going to a racetrack here called Checker Flag, and we used to pick up beer bottles in the middle of the night. Our father would give us a broom handle and a bunch of bags, and we'd go to the track and we'd pick up beer bottles, and we did that for years and years. And that helped us buy our first dirt bikes and our first three-wheeler. So when I say three-wheelers, you know how long ago that was. But you know, I ended up getting a job at the track, running the go-kart center and cleaning on the track, cleaning the stands, everything else, because they figured rather me working for them and then against them, right? It's kind of funny, but that's back in the day, right? Also had paper routes, worked at a gas station. That was at the end of our road. We lived out in the county, so you know, you're always working, doing something. Snow removal, cutting grasses. You know, I worked on the farms. By the time I got to 12, started working on the farms. You know, like baling straw, baling hay, all that sorts of stuff. Detasseled corn. I worked at a slaughterhouse for a while, a pig slaughterhouse. That was an interesting job, but I learned how to butcher and everything else there. That was the funniest part. because they did a lot of in-house butchering because the farmer was actually a butcher. So, did all that. Went through school and that, played football. Um, Played football all the way through high school. Then went and tried out University of Michigan. Actually was accepted by Coach Moeller um, as a middle linebacker, but I wasn't a scholar athlete, and I was Canadian. So politics came involved. I ended up getting kicked out of school. And it wasn't because I wasn't any good. He wanted me. He fought for me, but it's the politics of the game, right? I'm not a scholared athlete from the United States. So that didn't work out. So I went to play at the University of, oh, gosh darn, here comes the phone. One moment. Sorry about that. Phones, right? Dang those robocalls. Hate them. How they get them? They say, oh, your phone numbers are never sold off, but guess what? They are. You get the nonsense calls and people that can't even speak English. Drives me nuts. But anyways, where was I? Oh yeah, I went to University of Windsor, played there until me and the coach got into it because he didn't know what he was doing. Honest to God, Lancers had a horrible, horrible record. And I ended up giving up football there. Pursued, my university. But unfortunately, it didn't finish because I was working at the time, had my own home. I couldn't get any grants from the government or help through the school, which we called OSAP at the time. Couldn't get any of that. So, unfortunately, university is expensive, so I ended up having to walk away from that. But, hey, it is what it is. Then I moved on to other things. Worked in an armor car company, started my business, JB Corvettes, where I was doing Corvette restorations. Actually, at 16 years old, I bought my first Corvette. It was a 1975 Corvette. That was the first car I ever owned in high school. And that's from all the work I'd done throughout my year. My dad and my mother really instilled a work ethic in us that if you want something, you got to work for it. Nobody's going to give you nothing for free. And you know what? He was right. And, it was excellent. I'm glad they taught me that. Also, morals, values, respect, the things that aren't found today. But that's helped me through my whole life, and I appreciate them for doing that. So, right here, I'm going to stop on my journey down my road to where I am, just because I got to get a few things prepared here. I got to shred up 2 cups of fresh Parmesan cheese for this recipe. I'm going to get the garlic pressed and the shrimp ready, and then we'll saute all that. I got to get the noodles on, which are just spaghettini, but they're fantastic. But as I go through it, I will show everyone what's going on. All right, so we'll see you in just a couple. All right, we're back. About time to put the spaghettini on. Got the water boiling. Salted it really good because that's what you want. Salt in your water. So, sorry, wrong way on the gimbal. Behind me, you can see my pot here. It's boiling. So I'm going to take 1 handful spaghettini like this. All right. Into the pot. I'm also going to do a second handful. All like that. If you have a pasta measuring thing, use that. This is for, I'm doing it so for like 4 dishes because Corrine will take it for work tomorrow. So I got that all done. That's all ready to go. Now, I'm going to show you everything else that's happening right now. All right. As you can see, all our tails are done. I'm also making a bread. I got homemade fresh buns down the road at our bakery. I've first just put butter on them, and then I'm going to show you when I cover them with our seasoning. I also have all the Parmesan, for 2 cups of Parmesan, all set up, ready to go. Fresh Parm, grated down. So, next thing to do is you take your fish. I got a bowl and my strainer, right? And all we're going to do, put the whole stock into there. All right, as you can see, let it strain out. Sorry, playing with my gimbal as I'm going. Told you I was a novice at this, so first time. Those are all the shells off the shrimp. See all the little legs and everything? Aren't they awesome? Okay. Just shake it out, and now you can see the clear broth. Okay. In a minute, I'm going to show you how we make that broth into awesomeness.